Oh, hey, there it is. A special impromptu little bit here where I am working on getting this last Joker that I need for Completionist Plus. We're almost there. I'm almost done with this, everybody. I couldn't be happier. Get that out of here. Anything good in this pack? No, there's no enhanced cards, which would go really well with our Hanging Chad, but we're gonna just try and do this the regular way. Hiker is a kind of frustrating Joker sometimes. It's one that you want at the very beginning, and it does not contribute anything by itself. So it can be quite difficult, needless to say, to get that all the way to the end. But we're trying. We would have liked to have gotten it at the very beginning. Tell you that for free, but as of now, it will do. We will hopefully be able to get away with what I've got going here. At least that's my hope. Maybe I can find something to replace this guy, but we'll see. We'll see. Or perhaps a very good negative. That would be even better, actually. Playing off of just regular pairs, that works for me. See, we're making a good chunk of money every round, too. Always grab the Plutos, because high card is your weakest hand. You're always going to be able to play that, so it's always a viable fallback. Oh, that's nice. I'll gladly accept having a magician in there to use on a couple of our random targets here. Now, I'm sure these are gonna... Yeah, they reorder anyway. Well, that's a shame, but okay. Yeah, discard the queens. We'll keep things this way. I was really hoping for that blue seal to come back, but no luck. Also, if there's a lot of, like, screen flickering, I am sorry. Once again, I am multitasking. This week is this sort of PvP, I guess you could say, event in Grand Blue Fantasy. Calling it PvP is not really accurate as such, because obviously you're not in literal competition with anybody, but you do have raids, and basically your crew, your little circle of friends, all try to do more than the other team that you've been pitted against at random. So, I mean, yes, it is, and also not really. But I digress. So, I multitask with this game anyway, just because it's quite easy to. But this time, there's even more of a reason for it, I guess. Perhaps even less would be more of a description, but... yeah. No, I'll leave the stone cards. Let's also put this one in the front here. This might still... I was going to say, it might still throw us over the line anyway. Not quite, as you can see. We got close, but not quite. Okay, yeah, that one didn't get any extra chips because that one was debuffed last round. Or last round that it came up, anyway. And as always, we love our lucky cards around here. I'm really just hoping for... Oh, boy. So, this would be very ill-advised right now. DNA seems like something that I could have some fun with. And I could just keep, you know, churning out certain cards that are already really good. But I don't think that's a good choice with our We don't want to lose the power of Abstract Joker. And we can't get rid of this because I bought the one that was Eternal with basically minimal thought. I was just like, hey, that works. Any goodies here? No, these are pointless. They don't give me anything extra with retriggers, and I don't have Mime. There's no space for Mime in this build. So that's a no-go for me. Opening those card booster packs is probably not worth it, to be perfectly honest with you. But I'm at a point where I can just not really stop. We'll take the 20 bucks, especially because we were already over it by score, so. Hey. Emperor? Chariot doesn't re-trigger, but it is a not bad thing to have. On the other hand, oh goodness, there are some things I can do with this setup. I'm going to replicate the steel card, because I think that will prove a little bit more helpful in the long run, especially when Steel Joker immediately shows its face. So, I think we're gonna hurt ourselves if we get rid of the Abstract Joker right now. So, we'll get rid of Golden Joker because we don't need him anymore. Steel Joker, however, nah, that's a champion. And speaking of champions, that blue seal. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. In the immortal words of Macho Man Randy Savage. Take that as well. That is a fantastic get. Start chucking our cards out here. It's not worth to throw those around because I don't know what's what here. And we managed to empower our Steel Joker quite nicely here. And okay, we're playing a steel card. That's a thing you gotta do once in a while, you know? But it's fine. We're still doing just fine. Take a reroll Glut. Grab that. And just Empress a couple of pseudo-random cards. I could take the Magician, but I am going to grab the $10 here. And take a look for some interesting hologram? I'm going for it. I'm going for it. This is probably real stupid, but I'm going for it anyway. Just show me some more steel cards, game. Come on. Hologram is always just, like, sickeningly powerful. And, oh, crap. I don't think I can multi-skip for this. No! Game, you're a real jerk. You know that? Alright, just forget it. Play as few cards as possible. I really should have been buffing the stone card. I'm sorry. Well, I heard a mult proc, so that's good. Oh, this is not ideal. This is not ideal whatsoever, but we'll go for it anyway. Grab our 2 Mercuries, which is very handy. Now here's where we're going to start, like, tanking our money a little bit, because of course we're going in there. Ooh, a stone card with a gold seal. That is neat. All right, let's take the gamble here. Just like in that one ad, if anybody's ever seen that thing on Twitter, Twitter. It's not even Twitter, which it's Blue Sky that I'm thinking of. I'm sorry. My brain works only by half measures. Real pity about that one, but show me some more stuff here. We're quite close now. Unfortunately, we are once again going to have to sacrifice our steel card multiplier anyway. And we do kind of skin of our teeth that a little bit. As I alluded to, the use of the hologram was a bit of a risk. Oh, hey, look, there's our abstract Joker coming back already. Unfortunately, not in a format that we can use, and you are not getting me to use Immolate in this position, game. You're real funny, aren't you? And by that, I mean not very funny at all, actually. Roll. Ooh, Chariot. That's like an auto buy. Take a Hangman. Alright, that's enough spending. Let's remember that we burn money just by existing, basically, so don't be a complete fool here. Okay. Delete those. And we'll turn this into a steal. Because it already has a blue seal on it, so we want to keep it in the hand anyway. Keeping the ace because we have some good aces in here. If we can draw them. And we can't, but this'll be fine. This will get us over the line surely. And if it doesn't, I will be really sad. It did though, so hey. No need for sorrow about that anyway. Take that. Unfortunately, the game kind of wants to slow roll us in terms of giving us anything that will really build up the size of our deck. And I just realized what I'm up against up next, and I am not particularly liking that. Although, hey, if we're able to get out of this in this one in a single hand, that puts a little bit more hope into my tiny little walnut brain for what we're dealing with here. Sure, I'll take a Justice. This could prove to be quite useful very soon. And especially we keep getting all of these. Oh, the planet packs had to not give me what I want eventually, so Boo earns and Boo earns. I don't know why I discarded both of those. I probably just goofed my entire inputs there. Oh, game. That's pretty good, actually, in a case like this. Let's go for this. Yeah, I mean, look at that number. Whew, that's pretty good. If we can start pulling that hand out of our butt even more. That will prove to be quite useful. A little extra chips on the Jolly Joker is not going to hurt anybody. Unfortunately, what's going to hurt my feelings is this entire booster pack. Like, are you out of your mind, game? Oh, right. It's Balatro. It hates me. Like, it hates me. It's a mean, mean game for questionable amounts of good reason. Just throw, and this is... Things are starting to look up a little bit here. Chuck those, though. We don't really need those. We got our 2 blue seals. That's the important part here. The steel cards help out a lot in making sure that we actually get that hand as a winner, but part of that is down to no glass joker in hand. Or no glass card in hand, rather. Yeah, that's a good grab. We're gonna have to dig ourselves slightly out of a hole here in a second, but I think I can live with that. This being holographic is probably the best thing it has going for it, or could possibly have going for it, ever. Like, just the way this thing is formatted, holographic usually ends up being a stronger option than polychrome, at least in my experience. At least for a little bit, anyway. With the hanging Chad, that might not necessarily be so much the case. And also, we have a fairly strong hand at the moment, so... I mean, doing this is probably going to actually get us quite far. I don't think it's going to one-shot this, because this number... I don't know, it's... Excuse me. It's not as high as I thought it was. At least relative to what we've got going, which is kind of the big point here. I want to take a look at what the future holds for us. Although, wow, the game really just saw us doing this and said, by the way... Wow. I hate it when this happens. I'm not even that old. How can I just be forgetting things like this? The game has just been like, yeah, spectral packs, that's not going to be a thing. Don't even kid yourself. Which is quite unfortunate, because those would be huge. What's our boss even? Oh, Cerulean Bell. Nah. I'm not super happy about that, but nor am I afraid, right? That's a boss that exists and is probably like the least awful possibility we could have right now. It's not great, but all of these bosses are about on equal footing. If it was Leaf, that would suck. If it was Crimson Heart, it would have a quite good chance of also sucking. If it was Violet Vessel, it would be a bit of an uphill battle, but not necessarily too hard. If it was Amber Acorn, I would have to slow the game down, and I would probably be able to hash this stuff out, because these aren't too hard to figure, right? I actually, you know, there's no weirdness with the blueprint or any of that. Nothing to worry about there. There, we're on the boss, so obviously we're going for just get the most score out of something that you can. But I think now we're gonna do this first. Ooh, you're picking an alright choice here, game. So these aren't super useful to us, though. Take that. That can just kind of get selected so it can be discarded. And throw in the Polychrome Stone Joker. God, I keep saying that. I'm sorry. Not everything's a Joker. It's just a stone card. But we did it, everybody. We now have all 150 gold seals. I'm going to have to go and win a quick run in order to make sure that you can see that actually pop up. But I do want to just go through here, scroll, and let you look at all of these 150 gold seal jokers. I did it, folks. I finally did it. I think I've been playing this game for like 400 hours total or something on Steam. I can go have a look. If I do, I'll probably just edit it into the description. But yes, we're there. We're there.
Let's have this run end just as soon as we are able to. Not that I won't try to build up the numbers on that thing, though. Obviously, you kidding me? May as well, right? You may as well. Realistically, I may as well also sell all my jokers just to make sure that I absolutely do die, but we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Just want to make sure the run closed correctly, and in order to do this, let's go for a quick plasma deck white stake. This should be quite simple. In fact, it's so simple, I'm skipping to that foil tag. Ah, game, you just know the right way to annoy the hell out of me, don't you? So from what I'd like to understand, you do kind of eventually want to build with the plasma deck up towards having X-Molt as your main thing at the end. In addition to some chip jokers, possibly, but definitely leaning more in the direction of X-Molt as your big final stat. I didn't realize that this is the case. I usually do this by just, like, absolutely slamming into chip jokers as hard as possible. Maybe we can't take that brainstorm, but oh well. So I feel like we can get away with that. That'll be fine. Playing pairs is not hard. At all. Rip the bean. No, not the one in Chicago. That one, as far as I know, has not actually been, like, melted by any strange person yet. That would be a very odd thing to hear about. I'm here to tell you that, as far as I know, the bean is still completely constituted. What an unusual turn of phrase. What a world we live in. I had a blank because I practically always do. Go in here. Sure, I'll take a credit card, because I feel like at this point I can. I can just take a credit card. It's fine. Right? I'm probably gonna live to regret it, but Pain Chat, that'll do. That'll be real good if we see that stone card, like, at all. But even without it, that's not unviable. I mean, it doesn't combo with Hiker, but oh well. But, other way around, whatever. It's not its combo with... I'm sorry, everybody. I can't talk, I shouldn't even try. Anyway, what do you folks got going on for the rest of the weekend, which is already almost over, so... It's a little silly of me to ask. Oh well. I haven't had much of a chance to, so excuse me. Or don't. I'm not here to tell you what to do. We gotta spend this cash down so that way we can actually keep using the Vagabond in any sort of, like, decent way. Oh, this upsets me, because as we discovered semi-recently on stream, Ramen gets depowered by any discard, including ones that are forced. Which, quite frankly, is just a little bit rude. Strength those, I guess. Oh, very funny game. And this is actually what happens, like, every time with any of my attempts to play this deck, by the way, is that the scaling just doesn't hold. And granted in this case, this very well might be my fault. In fact, it probably is. But it still is just like, this deck is really hard to play, but it does do funny things late on. If you're able to get that far. Which I suppose is a big if sometimes, but... we'll deal with that later. Just a... You only have the one stone card? Oh well, in theory we'll start getting more the more that we play with this. Which will really let us boost this up pretty good, but that's quite nice. I'm sorry. That's sidetracked! Hooray! Wheel of Fortune actually did something for me. Yay! And hey, there's another tower, like, as soon as I said something. Thanks, Thank you, game. Thank you. Got any more than stone cards? No. You got a steel card, though. We'll take that. In fact, we'll take that quite happily. Yay, very easy. Thank you. Plus, we're actually still able to financially recover from this. Excellent. I'm going for the Arcana pack, actually, because I want more stone cards now that I have Stone Joker. Now that I'm actually seeing it show up, which has been a thing for me. I've mentioned this before, but it feels like it just didn't exist, at least for a while, back when I was specifically trying to get it. I.e. trying to get it for purposes of C++. It just didn't want to show up, even when I did put stone cards in the deck. It was just like, no, you smell or something. I don't know. Gee, I hope I don't. My nose still works, though, but, oh. Oh, what do you mean a terrible joke? Who could have foreseen such a thing? That foil is quite helpful. That'll give us a little bit more on our stuff there. Magician. Yeah, I suppose I should hold that and put to use, but this I would prefer to wait until I find a tower to use with it. Oh, unfortunately the easy card is... Well, one of the easy cards is not available to us right now. Oh crap, I forgot to spend all my money away. Well, that's fine. Probably. Up to ante 7, we're almost done. One here. Take one of those. Reroll so that way we have enough money to start picking up more cards with Vagabond. No, don't waste that. I can get me out if I need to. Actually, I should just do this now because I can't get more Taros. So it would be better to just get out of the level, so that way we can go to the shop and start digging for something a little more useful. Standard pack, check these for our stone cards, and nothing. Still only have 2 of those. That's quite upsetting, actually. This is basically just a slightly more bespoke, Slide Joker, I think it's called, if I remember the name correctly. It's the Pair Chip Joker. It only gives you 50 chips and only if you're playing a pair, which granted, I get it, that's so easy to do, but also, it does kind of feel like the weakest thing in the entire game. Nice. We love those. Oh, Ectoplasm. Unfortunately, I can't also pick up the Green Joker, but we'll be fine, probably. Ah, wow, we accidentally rolled our faces into a 2-pair there. Well. Very handy. That Temperance will fuel us doing a lot of absolutely nothing of value in this shop. Although saying that, I could get lucky still. Like, that could be a thing. Like that. Like that. Can we go in here and get Cryptid? That would be fantastic. And of course having a stone card to go with it, but not so much. And no real reason to take any of the other cards. We're not in that format anymore. I picked up the voucher. I don't need it. I think it was just like, hey, yeah, I needed a reason to spend all this money. And there it was. It showed up pretty quickly. Okay, use Temperance and go here, get ourselves another Mercury. We've been playing a lot of just regular pairs today. I don't know how that ended up happening, but here we are. Oh, nice. All right. Thank you, game. I appreciate that. DD Joker isn't going to come up, so just reroll. Okay, well, at least we got out of there in one, because otherwise I was just going to be like, wow, there's just no point in carrying on here after we got that $20, which is good to have. Obviously, it's not like I'm complaining about the free $20. That's a good get. But I'll tell you, I did feel a little silly. I'm just sitting here and continue ruining my deck more. I'll take that. Take that. Oh, forget it. Just go. Don't be silly. Ah, rip. There goes the boost from the ramen. But I feel like we're in okay shape, at least that we should be able to still get pretty far along. I mean, again, it's just white stake. It's not that bad. Come on. Vagabond is disabled, but that's fine. It wasn't doing anything for us anyway. That's disabled. That's slightly more sad, actually. I don't need to rearrange anything because of that, right? Well, how far does this get us?
That gets us to the end. Okay, and there it is. Take a quick screenshot of it. And... all right, everybody. Finally, I can play the game. Right? Oh, what's this challenge? Ah, shit.